Yeah, you know, I'm SR NBK, you heard the prez, the general, natural born killers. If y'all niggas didn't know, now y'all know. And if y'all, this is the first time seeing me, this is what I look like. You heard, the all city vertical kid, you heard? Cause you ain't gonna see nothing but Graff legends, champions, concrete, jungle barbarians on this shit, you heard? You heard?
Yo, we have Big Astro in the building.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
Yo, what's good? Yo, it's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to have you. All the people, look, there's over 50, 60 people watching you right now. You know, they want to hear your story because you are one of the giant concrete barbarians that you don't even know how the culture looks at you because you're Astro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you impact, you know, the whole movement. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to start. I want to start from the beginning, bro, because this is an honor and a special treat for me and the whole Graff world.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
The floor is yours always.
First and foremost, man, shout to all the Boricuas, man. I see you got the flag in the background. You know what I'm saying? I missed the fucking parade and shit last year. We had the whole city was locked down. You know what I mean?
Word.
And dudes gotta respect this. I don't come out like this. You feel me?
That's why I'm honored, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When dudes told me about you, cause you know you're a cool homie and shit. So I'm like, you know what? Let me represent for the homie and shit. But I wish I could be smoking that blunt right now with you, cause I got the loud on me right now. But we're gonna roll up when we done. You know what I mean?
Fact, yo, and I really appreciate you doing this, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, it's important for the culture because they want to hear the story. You know what I'm saying? That's how important to this culture, you know what I'm saying? So
I got my brother Fogs next to me.
Yo, this is on the third episode that both guests are together. This combination is retarded. Everybody that says Fogs 501, baby.
What's up,
501, baby.
What's up, buddy?
OWA, I would fucking start. And we got my man Pat. Yeah, BCS.
That's what it is.
That's creative studs with the big cocks. We ain't playing on that, boy. We ain't playing on it.
I want to start from the beginning, Astro. I got to start because the people want to know. Like, when did you start writing?
Boy. I started writing like in 88. But actually, though, I was doing shit on paper and shit like around like 82, 83 when I was in fucking elementary. But it was just fucking paper, you feel me? Because I had some strict parents and shit. My parents wasn't playing. They wasn't having it. My pops would kick my ass. So I started hitting the streets like in 88. I was hitting the streets in 88. That's my birthmark, 88.
All right, so where did you come up at? Where, like, you know, let the fans know, like, what borough you from, what area, like, who influenced you from around your way?
No doubt. Well, I'm from Brooklyn. I mean, I represented two spots at the time. Crown Heights and Sunset Park. You know what I'm saying? I had family. I got families in Sunset Park, and I got family in Crown Heights.
Around the time when you came out in Sunset Park, there was a lot of people rapping hard body.
Yeah.
Hard body. Crazy.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to my man Logo RTW, man. They from that area, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Sego RTY. I miss you, baby. Love you, baby. That's my brother right there.
Y'all was in Videograph together. I peeped that shit, yo. You had the whole New York hype, my nigga.
Yeah. You know, we got to, man. We got to hold the borough down. New York is the best.
When you started writing in 88, like who's your influences? Like who did you see? Like how did you get into it? Like what got you into it? Like I want to write graffiti.
88, man. There was a lot of dudes, man, around the way that I was popping. Fucking TK, TNR. You know what I mean? Webber Liam, Web One. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there was a lot of dudes, man. Rest in peace to my brother Slick 501 OWA. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, when I was in junior high school, you know what I'm saying? I started sixth grade in '86, and my homie Slick was already bombing. He was bombing with Fogs and them from way back. And at the time, I wasn't into Graff like that too much, but I remember me still. I was taking fuck. You remember the erasers for the chalkboard, the erasers in school.
Of course, you make the marker with it.
Right. So at the time, when I was in writing, Slick used to tell me, "Yo, man, get me some erasers from your school," and I used to stay stealing them shit from my homie and shit, man. Word, man. On some real shit. When I knew Slick, at the same time, I knew his brother. I didn't even know they was brothers. The fact is, I was going. My mom's had me in confirmation school. His brother and shit. What was his brother, Antonio? His brother Antonio was in my confirmation class and shit. I used to bring like, yo, I'm a crazy ass motherfucker, man. I used to bring porno books in fucking Catholic school, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? In fucking confirmation class, boy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I always ask God to forgive me for that shit though, cause I was a fucking psycho, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, TK, TNR, and I used to see niggas around the way, Zeus AFA. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of old school niggas, man. Relo. You know what I'm saying? On the way, the Heights, Nam, 501, Doug, all them niggas, man. They was holding it down.
So how did you get the tag Astro?
That's a nice question. So you know what you're doing. You look like you work for the fans or something.
We talking about that, like, yo, who got the dopest tags? And Astro was always thrown in the conversation, always.
I like that question. I like that question, though. You're a smart dude. You smart. I like that question. I got the tag Astro. To be honest, man, I was coming from school. I was like fucking around in the 80s, and I see my man was scratching up the windows and shit. A lot of people thought Scratch Heady starts in late 90s. Scratch Heady been around from the fucking 80s, man. It's just some people don't like doing it, some people like doing it. You know, feel me? It's whatever's your choice. So I see my man scratching the windows, and I say to myself, hold up. Because I used to watch the Jetsons a lot. You know what I'm saying? And, Astro Dog. And then
Wow.
And Astro means star. In Spanish, Astro means star. So I wanted to have like a tag, like I represent, like I'm a star. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna have Astro as my tag, like I'm from space. I'm a space dude. I'm a Martian.
That's how it started, Astro. That's crazy. That's dope.
On the F train. Coming from Coney Island.
So that's the first thing you was bombing was trains, or what was you doing?
Nah, I started after the books, like writing on books and all that. I started hitting streets. And I would hit a train here and there on the low, because at the time you gotta understand something. Remember I told you my parents was mad strict, so I didn't get to meet too much writers. So I would go by myself on the low. You had the fucking you had the shuttle train and shit around my way. I would go sometimes, like if I see a nigga that looks funny, I'll fucking bounce, man. I wasn't trying to get bagged because my parents was crazy. And I used to go over there by the fucking the what's that shit over there by First Avenue, man? The scrap yards. I went there a couple of times. I didn't do too much though, but I went there a couple of times, did a few tags and outlines. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
So how did you get to the point where you was like fucking smashing the gates? You was like the New York City gate king with the big tags.
Yo, man, you should get a job for one of them magazines, man. For real, man. You be having some good questions, man. For some real shit. Word up. Damn. Took me back. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know where to start at, man. Like, all right, you know what? You know how that go, man. Like, when them gates was all fucking bombed and all that shit, there was no space. You know what I'm saying? I was just grabbing anything I could find, man, like dumpsters, fucking crates. And I said to myself, you know what? Niggas already dogged the fucking gate. You know what I'm gonna fucking do? I'm gonna fucking take the whole fucking gate. Let me do the whole top. And that's it. That's when I started doing whole tops because I realized the gates was already done. You feel me? You got a lot of toys. You got a lot of toys. Respect to the toys though, because everybody was a toy at one point. But some dudes is lazy. Some dudes is lazy. They want to stay toy for life. You know what I'm saying? It's like selling drugs, man. You know what I'm saying? You selling nickel bags and shit. A couple years later, you want to sell big things. You got to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Then you start fucking pushing keys. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of them type of niggas, like, I like to elevate myself. Be creative. You know what I'm saying? Word up.
So how did you, what was like the first cruise you got down with, or who was your first bombing partner?
That's a tough question, man. That's a tough question, dog. That's a tough question. I'll tell you one thing, though. When I started going, like, real all city, Fogs was my man, like, that time, all city, when I was going hard body. But my man, Dune FUK, I did a lot of damage with Dune back then. That's my brother right there, Dune FUK.
That's a fact. That's another giant.
Destiny, he from Destiny Crew, too. Know what I'm saying? Word up, that's my dude. Yo, I want to give a little shout out. I'll give a little shout out.
It's yours.
Yo,
do what you want.
Yo, shout to my man Slick OW, rest in peace. My man Checo CDS, rest in peace. There's a lot of homies that passed away, man. I'm a little nice right now, you know what I'm saying? I can't really focus, but you know, you see the OE, we doing it. You see how we doing it?
Throwback. We got the OE40, my nigga. Yo, Checo was another nigga that kills shit too, man. Rest in peace, bro. That was I got to bomb with him one time, bro. Rest in peace.
That was a while. Yeah, I remember me and Checo, we did Astoria, Queens. That was in 91. 91, me and Checo was bombing Queens. We was being mad niggas down, man, on Steinway. Niggas try to flip on us. Yo, don't touch that gate. I'm talking about walking niggas that's walking down the block. Word, come over here. Yo, Checo was a crazy motherfucker, man. That was a crazy motherfucker, boy. Rest in peace to my niggas. That's rest in peace, man. Facts.
Word, rest in peace. What year? Because Fogs was hitting trains, so I'm assuming he was bombing before you.
Yeah, Fogs. Well, Fogs was hitting trains like 83. Yeah, he was hitting trains before me. I started hitting trains like later on. You saw me like late when trains was dying. I could have been hitting trains like around 80, 81, 82, but like I said, man, my parents, man, my parents was on some crazy shit. So, well, Fogs and them niggas, Fogs, Nam, Slick, Dog, Sign, Kosa, Natch, them niggas, they was hitting the trains. I give them props for that. They was hitting the trains. But yo, they happened for a reason though, man.
Niggas sign AUA and OS still got tags through the L-line tunnels all at the end and shit. Like if you really look in the tunnels, my nigga, I used to see that shit when I was mad young. Cause I just missed the train era. Like I never did a fill-in on a fucking train, you know what I'm saying? Or people, and I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I caught a tag when it was passing by, you know. But I missed that shit. I'm strictly a streets nigga.
What I'm saying though, you can still do it if you want to be gully like that, you can still hit a train. Let that shit pull up and fucking throw a fucking outline on that shit and walk out. And bounce.
Nah, I'm good, my nigga. Yo, so I want to pick your brain because you know, the 90s was, to me, in my opinion, is the best era.
I think the 90s. The 90s was mine. You know how rap is? Let me say something real quick. You know how rap is, right? You got like, okay, you know when a rapper comes out, they doing damage, right? There's a time for everybody. Remember how Jay-Z had New York locked down? And now you got other niggas that coming through, locking shit down. Shots of fucking on Pop Smoke. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke had mad shit locked down, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. The rap game is just like the hip. Put it like this. Graffiti is a part of hip-hop. Period. Now,
basically, the same shit, yep.
Yeah, so The 90s were mine. Bottom point blank. The 90s, I locked that shit. Me and Fogs
So, all
locked.
right, but tell me right now, the 90s was yours. You had all the fucking gates killed, mad high shit. Name 5 other niggas that was killing shit, aside from your squad that you seen that was killing shit in the streets. In the 90s.
I'm gonna keep it real though. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm an OG now. I don't lie, man. I don't got time to lie. Even if I got beef for you, I'm gonna still give you your respect. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. It's a sport. You gotta pay homage.
In the 90s, I ain't gonna front SR. You was doing damage too. You was doing damage too. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you had like fucking Kes 5. You had Scuff. You know what I'm saying? Fucking who else, Fogs? Who else?
Jaws and Easy used to hit shit.
Yeah.
That was king of shit.
Now he talking about the 90s. Like,
yeah, Jaws
yeah,
and Easy.
yeah,
Jaws and
yeah.
Easy was bullshit.
Yo, on some real shit, rest in peace to Jaws, man. I met the brother one time, man. Rest in peace to Jaws, man. Rest in peace to Jaws. Word up.
Yeah. Personally, Easy and Jaws are my two like they're the top of the top to me.
On some real shit, I'm gonna keep it real, SR. On some real shit, before I started killing shit like the gates, before I took over, Jaws and Easy had it locked down.
Smash.
They had it locked down. Ain't nobody could take that away from Jaws and Easy, dog.
So I was a little kid. I thought they lived around my way because they had all the Avs killed. Myrtle, Broadway, Knickerbocker, Graham, Smash.
Now, can I tell you something though? Like I said, I don't lie, man. There's no need for me to lie. I know who I am. You feel me? The reason that I started killing all these crazy gates, because of Jaws and Easy. I said to myself, hold up. If Jaws and Easy kill these gates, I could take over and kill mad shit. You know why? Because there was no more trains to hit, so you had to hit gates. But some dudes, they was too scared. They was too scared to hit all that shit. But me, I bomb it from anybody, dog. Anybody, anywhere, I bomb right there. Boom, 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 back.
So you would call yourself battle tested? Because you had a lot of graffiti beef. You know what I'm saying? Bad people used to rag you and shit like that.
You know why used to rag me? Some of them, they wanted that fame. You know how that go. I rag Astro, I get fame. Don't get me wrong.
Cloud chasing.
Huh? Yeah. Cloud chasing. Yeah. Yo, on some real shit, SR. Paul. On some real shit, I made a lot of nigga careers, man. I built a lot of dudes' careers, man. On some real shit, I built a lot of dudes' careers. They want to get fame from me. They're like, okay, let's rag the king. If you rag the king, our name's so go ahead. Much power. Yo, they was like, yo, if we go over the majesty, it's gonna be we're gonna talk about it. We got to rack the majesty.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
Just like Jay-Z. When Jay-Z was popping, you had all these combo rappers try to throw shots. It's the same thing. Just like if you fucking mad bitches. You know what I'm saying? A nigga gonna talk shit behind your back, try to fuck your bitch. Same shit.
So what do you think about the Graff writers now? Do you like any Graff writers from the now? Do you see anybody up killing shit? Who you think is killing shit right now?
Oh man, that's a tough question, man. That's a tough question.
Do you even look like at graffiti still like that? Do you still look at the walls?
I still do. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I'm a little on the ground a little bit for some certain reasons. You know what I mean? But yo, when I was leaving the game, when I kind of like slowed down, I tell you who I really recognize a lot, and I don't know what happened to him. He was from like Bed-Stuy, Bushwick area. The nigga used to write Deck, D-E-C-K. Was it D-E-C-K? He was bombing around my boy. Wait, you remember Fatal? Fatal, that was my man. He was from Checo. Fatal. You know what I'm saying? What's up with Fatal, man? I haven't heard. What's up with my man Fatal?
I seen him a couple of years ago. He's still good. The nigga's still brolic, chilling. You know what I'm saying? He chilling.
Word, yo, that's my man. Yo, on some real shit, Fatal. If you wanted a system, I laugh at him. That nigga had me hooked up on my car, boy. I remember when I needed them 15, them 10 inches. Baby was the man. He had to connect. He had to connect.
Who's killing shit right now? Give me 2 or 3 niggas right now. Who's killing shit? 5 niggas. Whoever you see, tell me.
Damn, dude, that's a tough question, man. Cause yo, some real shit. I be in the pussy too much, man. I don't be, I don't be looking like too much for the tags no more. But I still look around. Damn, man, that's a tough question, man. I'll tell you what. Fuck. Okay, you know what I see balling right now? Cole still doing Cole KGB, Cole. Cole KGB.
Cole, yeah, definitely.
TD.
Salute to Cole, hell yeah. TD, hell yeah.
He be having that rest in peace Mike in there and all that. He doing shit. I seen new shit. They saw that, yo, rest in peace to my man Near KGB, man. What's up, real
rest
shit?
in peace, Near, yo, that's so.
Shout to my man Joust, man.
Yeah, Joust and Rhino was on the last episode. That shit got lost, but like I said, they're gonna do it over.
Hey, all my peoples, man, all my peoples. Yo, rest in peace to SETI, man. SETI RFC. SETI RFC,
Wow.
man.
Rest in peace, SETI RFC.
Yo,
For real RFC.
Yo, SR, I still got a marker to this day from like 9-3 that SETI had gave me. He was like, yo, Astro, man. I still got that shit. It's done though. Ain't no more painted it, but I still got that shit. Back.
That's what's up, yo. RFC. We was talking about it in both episodes. In the first 2 episodes, RFC was being talked about. That's all right. So that's a question right there. What's the top 3 most important crews in Graff history?
The top most important crews.
The most important crews.
Top most important crews, man. And graffiti right now. You want me to tell you listen to me. There's a lot of big crews out there that was doing shit from back then and this to this day. But I'll tell you the most important crews right now. You know why? Because I'm with the homies that's with me right now. That's the most important crews right now. WWV 501 BCS.
That's love. So what?
Not to BT, man. That's my man Jew Crew, Bronx team.
That's that. All right. So what about you and them? How did you link up with them niggas? How you started bombing with them niggas? Cause them niggas is fucking killers too.
Yeah, I got linked up with you and them because of Fogs. Cause when me and Fogs started bombing, signed UAW 501 BT, hollered at Fogs. He was like, yo, I heard you bombing with Astro. What's up? Bring him around. So I started going to the Bronx. And then I met all these dudes. I met a lot of riders from the Bronx. My man, yo, shout to my man Louis 167 HR. That's my man.
Salute.
My man, another dude from the Bronx. That's my heart. Shout to my man Tyke TFO. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, man. I got a lot of on some real shit, man. I had some liquor before I got here. And I bought me some 40s. I can't remember everybody, but whoever I don't remember, I still love y'all. Cause I'm nice right now.
So what made you fall back from Graff? What year you stopped writing? What year you stopped writing?
Like really completely stop?
Yeah, like when did you just say, I'm not doing this shit no more?
You know what's funny though? It's not that I don't want to do it no more. It's just that, you know how like responsibilities came through, man. I started having mad kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Started making money and shit. I say 9-5. Like 9-5. Cause I started doing mad. I got involved more in the hip hop game. I was doing mad music. I was promoting shit. You know what I'm saying? 9-5.
All right. So you was doing hip hop. What you was doing? You was rhyming too?
Somewhat, but I was doing more promotion. On some real shit. Rest in peace to fucking what's that rapper name, man? Damn, son. He from Albany Projects in Brooklyn, man. He died and shit, dog. $500,000. Rest in peace.
$500,000. Wow.
That was my man.
Said $500,000.
You know how I met
Yeah, rest in peace. That nigga was dope.
You know how I met $500,000? I'm about to fuck your head up. You remember that club that was in the city? What was that club? The Fun House? What was the name of that club? When we used to walk up, it was not Limelight. Nah. All right, they used to be this club. Huh?
What's the hall?
Nah. It was around like 6th Avenue and like fucking 20-some street. Was it the Fun House?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Anyway, shout to my man Brisk. I don't know if you know Brisk. He was a promoter and shit. So I'm in the club, right? I'm in the club on stage and shit. And I had just met $500,000 because he, I'm from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. So we was chopping it up. Guess who came try to battle? This is the first time. Listen, this is the first time I'm saying this live ever on fucking Instagram or wherever, any platform. I'm about to fuck the system up right now. I'm on stage with $500,000, right? And my man Brisk, he one of the promoters. And you know who came to battle $500,000? Remember Illinois Scratch?
Come around Scratch.
Come around my way. Remember that shit?
For the homies. Yeah, them niggas.
Yo, them niggas got on the stage. They had bulletproof vests on. Illinois Scratch. And $500,000 looked at them niggas and they started freestyling. That's my word. The last verse that $500,000 said, I know this is gonna go viral right now after this. The last verse $500,000 said, he said, I put a hole in your bulletproof vest. That was it. He should have never said that shit. That whole beat started in the club. The shit started in the club. We had to take it outside. It was a whole fucking... Yo, man. Shouts to Illinois Scratch. I don't know them niggas like that, but... yo,
this nigga said Illinois Scratch.
There was and $500,000 was like, yo, I put a hole in your bulletproof vest. And then Illinois Scratch, they got mad. And then the rumble started. That was like around 93, 94 area. I could never forget that thing, man. Rest in peace to $500,000, man, on some real shit.
Let me ask you for the fans and shit. You do sticker packs and shit like that? Do you do fucking canvases? How could people get an Astro? People want to pay for that shit. You got to plug yourself.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, if dudes want a sticker, whatever, holla at my manager, man. My manager, GNS. That's my manager. GNS 777.
Is your manager?
Yeah.
You gotta go through him. You gotta go through GNS.
Yo, some real shit. I just made 5 bands. Maybe 2-3 months ago. Because he did the plug.
Yo, you gotta get that money. Your name is worth, my nigga. Your Astro. You talk your shit. Yo, and so Fogs is right there, right?
You right there. He right here.
Yo, Fogs.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's good, bro? I just want to salute you and thank you for being here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're one of the fucking. Nigga, you gotta be celebrated for the work that you put in. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all, the whole 501.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I want to ask you a question. How when you started writing?
Yeah, believe it or not, I started 1983 writing and stuff. So it's funny because like I used to get inspiration from like people like writers from TBS. One of my inspirations was Kilo TBS. He lived across the street from me in Crown Heights. I used to live across the street from Lincoln Terrace Park. So he used to do graffiti, and I used to see like him, writing and shit like that. And then he used to wear like the jean jackets with the airbrush on the back. And I was like, yo, that looked nice, man. I want to get into that. And what's funny is that my aunt, like, she bought like a whole bunch of markers and shit for us to like, like to draw on and stuff. And I just like took that pilot and just went on the trains and started doing, tags and, just trying to get up. That was my mentality all because I used to, Subway Art, with the book Subway Art and Star Wars. And, that's a big inspiration to many writers. And that actually catapulted me to take it really serious,
And how did you get your name then, Fogs? That when you first started writing, you just started off the bat, Fogs. That was your first tag.
No. When I first started writing, I used to write Azay, and then I wrote like Goezer. Like people know me from Goezer. And then I got Fogs. But it's funny because Sign was the one that first I took all the when people start writing, they take the best letters they could write and just make a tag. So I took the best letters that I could write, and then I made a tag. But then Sign was drawing on this black book, and then he did a fog, and I was like, yo, that's a dope name. And so I said, I'm gonna take it over, and then from there it just was fog, on the train. Shout out to Sign, Nam, Slick, rest in peace. Shout out to Brea, Koser. We used to all of us was a little we all used to meet up in yeah, we all used to meet. We all used to meet meet in my crib actually. Yeah, we used to meet in my crib and we had black books in my room and stuff, and we all used to we used to have people come over and just do black book and stuff like that. So it was really dope. People always come and just hit black books,
Yeah, that's dope because like I said before, I missed the train era. So yeah. How was it? How did it feel like doing fill-ins on trains, going in train yards, going in layups? Because I didn't do none of that shit.
Yeah, to be honest, man, I wouldn't live it any other way. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the trains was an inspiration. Like I said, looking at the Subway Art books and looking at Don DCIA and all those old school, Min RTW and all these old school writers that was bombing, that was a big inspiration to me. And then that's why inspired me to do the trains. So I used to come to my crib, Nam, Sign, Slick, Brea, Kosa, and we was you know what, let's go out tonight and let's go hit the trains. And we was bet. And then we used to just pack up our book bags. We used to go racking before, you know what I'm saying? Pergaments, remember Kitchen Magics? We used to take the Kitchen Magics out, go to Woolworth, go to Pergament, and just rack up down the leg, you know what I'm saying? So we used to just rack paint and then just go to the yards, man. We had what's crazy when we used to go to New Lots, when we used to go to, we had that 400 key. So we used to just walk in there, you know what I'm saying? People used to, sometimes we used to have to cut the gate to get in. But we got a 400 lot key, so we were able to walk in the New Lots and hit up the yard. It was great. It was of course it was inspiration from seeing the writers before me do it, but it was knowing that you hit the yard and then you come out and then you see your stuff running. It's that's indescribable. You can't even it's like a bliss, you see it and then you see your name running, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Bronx. It's amazing,
Yeah, that's dope. So y'all all hitting the trains. You never ran into any other writers when you was bombing trains?
Yeah.
While you was bombing trains?
We ran into writers, but it was all love because I said, when we was bombing the trains, you used to see a tag and used to wonder how the person looked. It's not like today, Instagram today, you meet writers. It was more easier. It's more easier now to, link up and meet writers. But before it was you used to see a tag on the train and used to have a mindset I wonder how this guy looked. He looked like this, like a tag. You was you can see a Conan tag. You know what I'm saying? You see Conan. And you see probably some big dude and stuff. So you get a thought process of how the writers look, and then when you link up with them, it's they totally the same. It's you know them because you see their work. You see their work on the train, and it's you just get along. And especially when you catch fame, it's people they meet you, and it's you get along fine and stuff like that. So, and like the train era was like amazing. Like I love it. I wish it never went out. To be honest, imagine like the train era was now. Like it never went out. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine the train era now. That shit would be insane. Like you know, it would be insane right now. But back in the days, it was crazy too, man. Like when we used to go to Grant Layup, you can't even see your own hand. It's so dark in there. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to Grant Layup. We used to go to 121. You know, the layup 121. Used to hit 121. Like kill that shit. We used to go to New Lights, like I said. We used to go to Halsey. You know, we used to like. It's so many yards and layups that we used to go to. It's like once you know it's sweet, and you know, you're gonna go to it. But sometimes it used to get raided, and we used to like go up the hatch and just just bounce.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Who else you seen like on the trains at that time doing shit?
Oh, everybody. A lot of writers, man. I used to see COD, do pieces on the train. RTW. That was like my inspiration too. A lot of crews back then. RTW. Wow.
And so you hear that can shaking?
Yeah.
Hear that can?
You hear that can? Yes. So like CIA, like old school writers, man. Like I said, RTW. VHS, which was bronze. He used to hit the 3-line. He used to do top to bottoms like crazy. Like that, I used to see that when I was little and pull up like a top to bottom. Seeing a top to bottom pull up, that's what stays on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you always gonna remember that. And that was an inspiration to me also, seeing the trains hit up like with beautiful colors, beautiful letters. It's like I want to do that. And then I used to bench in the Bronx. Like the bench and see all the trains pass by. Like it was like graffiti on the trains. It's straight up beautiful, and that's a big inspiration to me to get into graffiti.
So when the train era went out, you started hitting streets.
Yeah, I did.
How was that transition? Did it satisfied your appetite for graffiti, or it just made you go harder on the streets?
No. Like to be honest, I love hitting the streets as well. Like, I mean, the train, nothing's gonna take the train era. That's my number one love. Hitting the train, the trains and stuff, because it was such an adventure. Just getting open, just seeing your stuff run all city. But like hitting the streets was like the next best thing. And trucks, hitting trucks is good too. Shout out to Seek, Truck King, Seek 333. That's a Truck King.
Truck King right there. Ain't nobody Truck King, baby. My man Seek.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He like everybody in the crew, everybody in the crew had their advantages. Like Seek was the trucks, man. Me and Astro used to do the streets. Like everybody in the crew had an established, had a goal, and just when they did it, they went. It was strategic. When they did it, they went all out, and that was a great thing. That was a good thing.
So whose crew was 501? How did that happen? 501. What is the meaning of that?
Well, actually, remember, I was telling you before, all the writers.
501 soldiers.
Yeah,
all the one city.
Yeah, like all the writers used to come to my crib, and we used to do black books and stuff like that. So one day we were sitting down, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my tag was the Forbes 501. So the reason why, again, with the Subway Art book, if you remember, writers get known more when they have numbers in back of their tag. That's just my opinion. So when a writer has a tag and he has a number following it, it's more people remember it better. Because there could be writers that write the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm the original Fog. I don't think there's nobody that write Fog. So I just thought about just putting a number, in back of my tag. So then one day we was chilling, and then Slick was like, it was me, Slick, and Sign and Nam. It was a whole bunch of us in the room, and then I think it was Slick that said, yo, you should make it a crew. You should make it a crew. And I was like, yo, I think that, rest in peace, Slick. I was like, I think that's a good idea. Let me just make it a crew, because it was like, first of all, I wasn't thinking about making it a crew, but when people kept telling me, yo, you think you should make it a crew, I was like, you know what? Let me go on that venture and see how that unfolds. And I think it did really good. You know,
it did really, really well.
Yeah.
Who are the main people that was in 501?
Oh, myself, Nam, Sign, Slick, Astro, like a whole bunch of us was representing the crew. Like, and the thing is, it's like it was all love. Like, like we would like have recruiters in the Bronx, have recruiters in Brooklyn, have recruiters in Manhattan, like everywhere. So it grew up, it grew and grew and grew and grew and grew. And then we was like, you know what? Let's like later on in the years was like, yo, let's start a 501 get together. You know, everybody just go and just hit up Black Books and just show love, especially people that I've been friends with when I started back in the days. Like they would just show up and it was
Fogs. Don't forget Stock. Shout to Stock 501.
Nash and Doug. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like they like we all collaborated. And we it's good to see, especially with writers, man. Like mostly like maybe 90% of my friends were writers. You know what I'm saying? Like and it was just I just get along with them better. Like when you're in that world with graffiti, it's like all you socialize with is graffiti artists. And some of my friends that I had then are still my friends now. And that's I'm honored by that.
That's dope. It's still the same type circle. 501.
And shout out
so
to
who's
Louis,
your top 10?
Shout out to Louis 167 too and Jew BT. When we linked up, that's love right there. We was just like hitting all city, just hitting everything. Because we linked up with Louis. I linked up with Astro. We all collaborated and we knew our work. So we said, let's get the forces together and let's kill shit.
Yo, some real shit though. Yo, shout to my man Damp. Man Damp BCS.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Damp, none of this would have been happening because I don't come out like this. Yeah. I'm a real important nigga out here. Yeah. I don't be in the street out here like that. Yeah. I'm a busy ass dude.
Yeah.
So shout to Damp BCS for this, yo.
That's right.
He made this happen.
Yeah. And salute to you, SR, man. We love what you're doing, man.
SR, I love you, baby. Yeah. I like that beard too. I like that beard.
We love what you're doing, brother. Big up, props to you, man. You getting that culture, you getting that information with that culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a big inspiration to a lot of writers, man, especially the up and coming. Like I don't look down on no writer. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you up and coming, even if you started yesterday, I'll give you props because you know what? You extending that culture. One day you could start writing. Everybody starts out toy. You know what I'm saying? But later on down the line, when you develop your skills, you're gonna master it. So shout out to the new school, to the old school, to the mid school. Shout out to everybody because you know what? We all representing this culture. We all represent this thing of ours.
Gotta keep it going, definitely.
Salute.
Thank you. So who's your top 10 then? Who's your top 10 favorite writers?
Oh wow, man.
It's your top 10. Just give me 10.
You forgot to ask me that.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's like
I need your Astro.
I mean,
a hard question.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's 10 to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of writers that I thought, like, when we was talking about the street, like with the street era, Jaws and Easy, they did their thing. You know what I'm saying? They're solidified in the books. You know what I'm saying? They're solidified in books for what they've done and what they accomplished. We try to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Papo and Eva. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, they put in work. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes did their thing. It's just like people just bomb and they get recognition and writers are seeing when you take a tag and you leave hundreds and hundreds of people, you think they're not gonna see it, they're gonna see it, and it's an honor when people say like, yo, I saw you up here, I saw you up. It's like an honor to me, and I'm humbled by that. I'm humbled because it shows the best thing in Graff is to bomb and go home and sleep in your bed knowing you didn't get bagged.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the best feeling in the world. You put in mad work and then that's right. You put in mad work and just go home safe, man. Because we not to sound like like, hey, like, there's times I got caught too. You know what I'm saying? It's if you go through the system and stuff like that, that's an experience I don't want to wish on nobody. But it goes with the territory. It goes with you're a writer. You got to expect to get bagged. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect it, but if it happens, you got to tough it out. You know?
Error, RFC.
And Error. That's the Papo Error. All them dudes, man. You know, all them dudes, man. All them dudes killed. All them dudes.
What was the other homie that used to do the face characters? That was my Save.
Yeah, Save.
Shout out to my man Save, RFC.
RFC, shout out to RFC, man. They did their thing as well. KGB, BT. You know, like it's just a list of crews, and through the years you meet. I'm honored to meet all these writers, man, because you see their work, and then when you finally meet them, it's like it's a mutual respect.
Yeah, that's dope. Did you ever meet a writer that you like kind of idolized or always was like, like gave him his props and then he was a total dickhead?
I can't call it, but not for nothing. There are cocky people out there. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't. The most beautiful thing is a humble heart. It's a humble heart. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. A humble heart. You do your work and give everybody respect. No matter if you, like I said, no matter if you came out yesterday, no matter if you came out today, no matter you give them respect, because you know what? They're risking their ass going out there bombing just like we did, back in the day. So it's like you got to give them man respect. Now, if they like a toy and they clout chasing and they dick riding and all of that, then you don't give those people props at all. You just brush them aside. Don't even acknowledge them. You know what I mean? Hold on,
real quick though, yo. Rest in peace to my man MS, yo. MS ACC. That was my boy. Kept the funky, man. That was my man. Yo, shout to my man Charlie Hustle, man. RNS. Facts.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing as well that the culture still is branching out. You know what I'm saying? There's the art world. There's graffiti. They're doing movies and stuff like that. Also everything intertwines together, like breakdancing, MCing, DJing. Remember, back in the days, all of those things collaborated. You know what I'm saying? Either you DJ'd, either you MC'd, or you did breakdancing, or you did graffiti, or you did all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing that culture is still that culture is still at the top still. And then you got the old school writers coming out and making themselves known and making a comeback. And that's a beautiful thing too, because when you see a tag, it was like, oh man, like I remember that dude, man. He was bombing back in the day. Shout out to OE, man, because that dude put in work. That dude put in work. Respect to him. Sega RTW, Min RTW, all the old school G's back in the end, and respect to the new G's out now, the mid school. Respect to everybody that's in this culture and doing this graph thing of ours.
So who you think is killing shit right now? Do you like look at this? Are you out there?
Yeah, I see. Like Astro said, Cole, he's doing his thing. Over is doing his thing too. On ski, they're doing their thing. Respect. Like they. Yeah. Brooklyn represent Brooklyn. Like them dudes are doing Bronx. Poetry. Them dudes are doing their thing. So it's like they're carrying the culture. They keep doing it, and that's a beautiful thing. Especially when you're walking around and you see somebody that wasn't there yesterday, and then you see the gate, and you say, "Oh shit!" Them dudes just did that. So it's like, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But
that's a fact.
Yeah. So again, like. Peace out to all the writers, man. The culture representing the culture and seeing this beautiful thing extend. It's amazing that it like right now it's still happening. And everybody's being creative. So it's just amazing. Shout out to ESF. Shout out to Damp. Good brothers.
So you're like one of them type of niggas that's gonna die writing.
Baby, man, I don't think it's like this. Everybody that writes graph, mostly everybody gets that itch. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you stop writing for a minute, you take a hiatus, people are going to keep writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. People are gonna people are gonna keep writing, and even if you take a hiatus and you stay, low key, you notice like writers getting up everywhere, and it kind of gets you in that inspiration, gives you that inspiration, gets you to bomb again, doing things like, oh, you take a tag with it, you're like, oh, I still got it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's an amazing thing, especially when you see people like even the old school people come out and be like, oh shoot, like, you know what I mean? Like I remember like seeing that guy up, he used to kill the lines back in the day. So I mean, to me, I got best of both worlds, I like with the trains and shit, and then the street era. So it's like it's amazing. Like I'm fortunate and blessed to be in that era, like definitely, like I wouldn't trade it. Bro, like I said, if graffiti came back like on the train, imagine that shit came back. That would be unstoppable. Especially the people that have the fever or people that just like into it. It's nonstop. It's nonstop.
Yeah, I wish I would love to rock like fill-ins on trains, like Graff when y'all niggas was on Videograph. Go niggas when they was on Videograph doing trains back to back, throw-ins, fill-ins, all types.
Yeah,
I wish I could feel like that. That was dope. Do you got a flip collection from back in the day of your shit?
Yeah, I got. What's before, like I said, when I used to go to the bench in the Bronx, I used to always, that was one of my hobbies, to flick pictures, and through the years and stuff like that, pictures got lost and stuff like that. You would give it to people and then be like, oh, you never see it again or stuff like that, or they just plainly get lost. But I love like when I get on social media or IG and then see like everybody post old flicks of mine. Yeah, I have like top to bottoms that I did that I took pictures of and I lost, and I'm just wishing that me and Sign did like the 3 train in New Locks. We did a top to bottom, me and Sign, and I never got to see that flick, again. And me and Slick hit Utica Avenue and Utica layup, back in the day. I never saw that flick. Like I'm pretty sure that a lot of writers have the flicks, but I guess they rather not show it. But one day, God willing, I'll see the pics again. I'll see the pics.
Yeah, that's dope, man. We just congratulate you for the what you put in for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 501 is a very strong crew that came out.
Yeah.
That's still here to this day. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Niggas got to celebrate it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You and Astro are personally 2 of my, top,
Thank you.
Killing shit, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
I'll always give niggas props, man. Love and thank you. Thank both of y'all niggas for coming and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit was for the culture. The people want to hear your story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do it, but you did it. Thank you.
Man, anytime, brother, anytime. You the homie. We love you, man, and we love what you're doing, man. Salute to you, brother.
NBK Kings.
NBK.
Thank you, my brother.
Yo,
Dab. Let's talk to Dab real quick.
Yo, SR, you want to speak to Dab? Yo, SR, I want to.
Yeah, I want to talk to Dab real quick.
I wanted to test him real quick though. Before I want to say a shout out. I want to send a shout out to fucking TC. It's my man TC. My man DSSTV, my man DNS, you know what I'm saying? My man, they all my peoples, man. They all good peoples, man. My man Revo KTN, my man Dart, Ivo, they brothers, DF crew. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good brothers out there, man. My man Stock 501, you know what I mean? A lot of dudes, man. You guys took me back, dog. You guys took me back.
Thank you for doing this shit. You heard? We salute you. This is why we did it. This is why we asked, so we could salute you. You know what I'm saying?
We're about to put some tags on the wall for you real quick. Man. We're about to
exclusive.
Yeah, that's what's it up. Right. You know how it is though, man. Sometimes when you get interviewed, man, you forget a lot of names, man. And I don't want nobody to be like, yo, Snow, man, you ain't even shot me out, blah, 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 blah. If I didn't shout you out, man, know that you my love. I still love you.
Yeah,
Ain't
but
no
you still didn't give me a top 10. Give me a top 10. Come on, of all time. Your top favorite 10 writers. Come on, give me.
my top. I give you top 5 though. 10 is too much right now. I'm about to
So
hit
give me 5. Whatever you could throw me, give it.
Jazz and Easy. That's 2. 3 more. I'll say TK, Sega RTW. That was at 4. That's 4. And Astro. No, I can't say myself. I can't include myself in it. Damn man. I say my nigga Tyke, man. My nigga Tyke TFO, or maybe Juke BT.
Yeah, like I say the same. I say the same. I pretty much agree with the lineup that Astro did. Shout out to CE UK, Drama UK.
Yeah, we out.